So my name is Lara Trujillo, and I am honored that Rick and Martha asked me to be one of the artistic founding core members of Full Circle. Lara, because it was Rick and Martha. I trust them implicitly. I would follow them to the ends of the earth because they have such depth, they have such heart, they have such soul. I feel like I came to the theater community at a much older age, so I'm like younger in my theatrical career. Okay, so I feel like I've worked very hard to align myself with those people that are trustworthy and that have heart and depth and soul. And I knew that those fine people had it, and I could tell that everything they touched turned to gold, in my opinion. And so that, of course, that's the quick, easy answer, because they asked. You can't say no. I do sing. That has been my identity and my hat for such a long time, starting as an instrumentalist, then as a singer, and then I finally found my way to the theater through those two venues. So usually I am hired for my voice. I am usually found in musicals and in operas. And in the last 5 years, I've gotten to do more diverse things, such as Full Circle. Oh my goodness, the opportunities that this theater and that these lovely people have allowed and afforded me and believed in me, that I had a contribution to make in ways and in places and in areas that I really secretly didn't think that I had. I was pretty sure they were wrong. They might still be wrong, I don't know. I had no idea what I was expecting. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know what the level of work was going to be. I didn't know if it would be every week. I didn't know if it would be hands-on, if it would be hands-off. And yet I still said yes. So we're so much further along than I anticipated. I thought there would be a bit more groundwork and struggle, at least for people like myself who have never done something like this from the ground up. But of course, again, we have reliable professionals who have done things from the ground up. So I should have known that, we'd be cooking along at a good pace by now. And of course, there's plans for the future to do more than one show a year. And I'm just really thrilled to be a part of it and just watching how it just grows and evolves. So I see that it would be a company that would have an expanded season. First of all, not just the one show a year, but to go on and have a full season. Maybe someday it will have a house of its own. I don't know. Maybe that's something we want. Maybe it's something we don't want. Maybe we'd rather, move around or tour, things like that. That's okay, legitimately. I don't know if that's an end goal. But I see that just at our last meeting, how we were talking about expanding into other areas now. We're obviously exploring issues of humanity and social justice in a way that other theater companies try to do, and they do to some extent just because it's theater. But the fact that that is this company's sole purpose is exciting. So I think that there's a lot of room for growth going forward in that. There are other areas such as global warming, or maybe having people with disabilities somehow. There are so many different corners of ways that we can keep including people in our community and our theater community and our theater world, that it just the sky is the limit. It just completely depends on the players and what we're willing to do. But from my personal experience, the droves of people that come up afterward, that email you, that have kept in touch, through media or online, that keep on following us, or even me personally, has been astounding. I know that we did one performance of Sacred Passage at the Wilder Foundation, and there were a couple of other places that had this. It just sticks in my mind because these children stayed, older children, junior high age, I guess, and high school, that stayed after the performance, and they wanted to talk. First of all, when we went in for that performance, I don't know if the other actors felt like this, but of course I was the one who was acting, and I had written it, and I was part of the company. So there's a little self-conscious layer there of wondering, how will this be perceived? How will will they kind of sit back sort of scornfully, and will they be a little jaded in watching this and kind of, kind of snuff or guffaw at this? But I couldn't believe it. They were just so rapt with attention, and not a giggle, except when it was appropriate. There were even some, what we thought were sniffles and some tears, during the performance. And then afterwards, it was like there was this line. And I didn't leave for an hour and a half or more, just because there were so many kids there that just wanted to talk. They wanted to talk about their own experience. They had questions for me. And I thought, this is fantastic. Mm-hmm. I never, ever could have imagined that it would begin that type of dialogue. So now they're interested in not just our company, but now they're interested in theater. Like maybe some of them had never seen a show before. Like, oh, that's what it is? Oh, I had no idea. So that was extremely powerful.